During a secret arms deal, the man was astonished to discover that the female buyer could assemble a gun 3 seconds faster than he could, even though he was a top-tier agent. It was almost unbelievable. Even with the sniper rifle's design flaws, she still managed to hit a target 1 kilometer away with pinpoint accuracy, relying solely on her exceptional marksmanship. Jack recalled his recent request for retirement and how quickly the organization had arranged this deal. A deep sense of unease crept into his mind. None of this seemed like a coincidence, but what surprised him even more was when the buyer handed him a weapon and asked him to fire at the reeds beside them to test the silencer. At that moment, Jack had a perfect opportunity to eliminate the potential threat. However, logic told him that acting on mere suspicion would be too reckless. The test results satisfied the female buyer. Just as Jack thought the deal was about to conclude, she stated that the weapon's attachments needed further modifications. This played right into Jack's hands, as he wanted more time to investigate her background. They agreed to meet again in 3 days. However, that very night, Jack realized he was being followed. At a street corner, he hid in the shadows, silently drawing his silenced pistol. Just as he crept up behind his pursuer and was about to pull the trigger, an unlucky man on an electric scooter suddenly sped past. The assassin reacted instantly, turning and shooting the bystander before vanishing from Jack's sight. Determined to uncover the truth, Jack sought out his superior the next day. But his boss claimed to have no knowledge of the situation. This only deepened Jack's suspicions about the organization. On his way back, Jack deliberately damaged the front bumper of his car, then forcefully bent it out of place. He drove to an auto repair shop and, while the mechanic was distracted with repairs, stole a few useful parts. Back home, Jack used a file to smooth out the tips of his bullets, then carefully drilled small holes in the bullet heads, filling them with mercury. This created a deadly custom mercury bullet, one that could kill quickly, even without hitting a vital organ, by releasing toxic mercury upon impact. To maximize the bullet's effectiveness, Jack purchased a pile of second-hand gun parts from the black market. After carefully assembling them, he built a weapon that appeared fully functional, but had been subtly modified in critical areas. Finally, he took the stolen steel pipes and cut them into 12 equal pieces. He stacked them with washers in between, then fitted them into a pre-prepared silencer casing. The dimensions were a perfect match. The result was a suppressor that from the outside looked completely untouched, but had been carefully tampered with.